First game? First place with Singapore.
Langara and CCAA promote good sportsmanship by student athletes, coaches, and fans. We request your cooperation in supporting the student athletes and officials in a positive manner. Profanity, derogatory comments, or other intimidating actions directed at athletes, officials, team representatives, or other fans are prohibited. We appreciate your cooperation in creating a safe and positive game.
Welcome. Have a season. Welcome back. Beautiful right here. On the side of Vancouver. 49 chance. There afternoon festival here. Local meetings. We have 5 o'clock event houses. Teams played on Thursday. Over there at PACWEST. And it was a kind of game right down to the wire. Pulled out 1 point win, 8-7. Canmeyer and his Other games in the PACWEST are also starting tonight, and I'll update you those. But I don't really get maybe of an afternoon game is rare. Traveling teams always use that. Ready for the start. I think it's going to be a great day.
Good afternoon, everyone.
The break as we do our.
And welcome to Langara College, home of the Falcons. Prior to tip-off, the Langara Falcons acknowledge that we study, work, and compete on the unceded traditional and ancestral territory of the Musqueam First Nation. At this time, we ask that you please rise if able, remove your caps, and remain standing for the playing of our national anthem. Welcome to Langara College, home of the Falcons. We would like to welcome you to an afternoon of basketball featuring the visiting Columbia Vago Bearcats and your Langara Falcons. And now, the starting lineup for the visiting Bearcats. Guard number 1, Lakeith Hughes. Forward number 5, David Webb. Forward number 6, John J. Harmon. Guard number 9, Ty Adams. And guard number 15, Camden McGovern. The head coach for the Bearcats is John Fields. And now, for your Langara Falcons starting lineup, starting at guard number 7, Lucas Subaki. And guard number 8, Anna City. Forward number 10, Matt Robinson. Forward number 14, Aaron Johnson. And center number 15, Nelson Owusu. The assistant coaches for your Falcons are Chris Miller and Pat Kumar. And the head coach for your Falcons is Andrew Katzmeyer.
Daylon Webb, Andre Hangman, Todd Adams, and I think Camden was due. I don't have a 15 on my sheet. I have the 11, but I think that's what that is. Is that right? Yeah, right here. Patrick Robinson, Aaron Singapore, and Nixon Owusu. All right, CBC drive right to the hoop, no contact, not the nice rebound. Jackson Spring was the other way. new roster for Coach Kelly. He's in his fourth year playing. This is his second year playing for the Falcons. Also on his fourth year, he's on his field for Falcons. basketball action here. Of course, the women's game is right after this game at 3 p.m. Usually, women play first and men play second. First weekend of league play beginning. I believe U Sports, that's CBC. Great defense there by Overtones. Great up there. Cut shot. Line up and down the floor. Zonga. Nice little shovel pass inside. Zonga's having a nice influence. Great block. Goes straight up against the ball. Here they come again. Love to see how much they can run here. Put up a really good number already. 17 points. CBC wants a timeout. First time out of the half.
Langara leading 17-11. Well, I think you see in the early going, Langara really making an effort to push the ball, get up and down the floor. And CBC's turnovers have kind of been the difference here and what's enabled Langara to jump out to this lead. It was 9-4 for the Bearcats as they hit their first 3 threes, but since that 9-4 start, it has been a 13-2 run for the home squad, Falcons. You know, as we look ahead to the PACWEST season this year, one thing that is exciting, it is the PACWEST's turn to host the national championship. Last time it was hosted in BC, it was by us when I was head coach here at Langara, and we held it out at the beautiful Langley Event Center. And as a matter of fact, the last time it was here in BC, it was won by none other than the VIU Mariners. And VIU is hosting this year's Nationals. So I guess I can congratulate Coach Kuzminski already because he's already qualified. But I'm sure he would have anyway because his program has been very dominant for the past 14 years. As right off the inbound, Subotic gets the 3 back after he inbounds it, steps in the corner. CBC lost him, and he knocks down a 3. So this run continues. It's now an 18-2 run. Or sorry, 16-2 run. 20 seconds on the shot clock. Ball goes to Webb. Into the corner. High post is wide open there. Anglin knocks it down. Langara over-rotated it there and didn't recover in time as Anglin breaks the streak. Subotic takes a screen from Obito. Oh, he was open, but he just overthrew the pass, turns it over. Will CBC take advantage? They're running now. That's a charge. Big time. Hello! I could see that coming from up here in the Falcons' nest. Subotic was just waiting for it, took the contact. Offensive foul. Dondre Anglin, his third team foul. And that also in basketball, you commit an offensive foul like that, that also counts as a turnover. All right, Subotic handling, again, using that high screen and roll action, gets right to the rim. Tough lefty, might have been partially blocked there by by Webb. Ball goes out of bounds. Off Langara, back to the Bearcats. Now coming in is Pau Garcia. Pau Garcia, another international player for these Falcons. He is from Spain. He went to the French secondary school of Valencia. High screen and roll, they trap it, and then they rotate back out of it nicely. And there's another turnover, 2-on-1. Robinson's going to take this himself. He's pushed. Count the basket! Well done there by Robinson. Not a smart decision there by Webb. Check that by Webb. As it was a very soft foul. You either got to let him score that layup or you got to make sure he doesn't by fouling a little bit more vociferously. Oh, that's a good word. I'm pulling out big words already this early in the year. Vociferously. Look it up. I think I know what it means, but I'm not sure. Offensive rebound comes back, and a great job there. Oh, in and out, and then another offensive rebound. Right now, the Falcons are just absolutely out hustling. 3-ball! Just extra hustle on that offensive board. They missed the layup inside, but they got another board, and Robinson knocks down the corner 3. And Langara on fire right now. CBC struggling. There's a nice pass inside, but it's blocked. But there was contact there. I think that foul is going to go on Batista. Yeah, foul's on Joaquin Batista. Second year out of A.R. McNeil Secondary School, the Ravens, ladies and gentlemen. And that's right. I know every nickname in the province. Those of you who have heard me do this before, I'm going to get them all right. I know them all. I guess that means that I'm like super old and have been coaching for way too long. All right, first free throw is no good by Hughes. Hughes from Hempstead, Maryland. Second year, he misses them both. And the loose rebound is picked up by Zongo. Tell you what, there's a 3 short. I tell you what, both Zongo and Obito have had a nice influence on this game. But Obito, a little push under the hoop there trying to get that offensive board. He got caught, so that'll be a foul on him as he comes out of the game. Owusu comes back in, and Zongo and the bench giving them a nice round of applause. They had a nice impact there with their energy on defense, and Zongo in transition. Great job. Okay, number 15, which I think is McDougall. Gives it on the wing to Anglin. Anglin goes middle, challenged, and look like there's a foul from behind there, I think. And that basket's going to go. That foul is on Pau Garcia, his first, team fourth. Both teams with 4 fouls now, so we're shooting for the last 2:24. Now CBC missed their last 2 free throws. This is a 21-6 run right now. That one's good. So 21-7 run after the initial 9-4 start for CBC. There's a high screen and roll sloppy pass there from Garcia. And he seems to be limping a little bit. He's pulling he's hanging and pulling him. His hamstring seems to have been injured. Coach K is going to send him to the trainers. He's grabbing his hamstring as he limps off the floor. Hopefully he's all right. We got 18 on the shot clock here. Ball is being inbounded by Batista. And here's another sub coming in. Number 13. And again, I'm sorry, I don't seem to have a 13 on my roster, so I don't know who it is. I'll try to get that for you as soon as I can. Ball goes in the wing, inside high post. A little high-low action, but turned over. Nice steal there by the Bearcats as Ungerbrset turned that over. And high post. Arneson, there's a 3-ball up, and it's good. Nothing but the bottom of the net there for Dondre Anglin from Ontario, Paul Dwyer High School, Oshawa, Ontario. Asserit to the rack, left hand, can't finish, tip, no good. Ball goes out of bounds off of Ungerbrset, and it will go back to the Bearcats. 25-19. Bearcats seem to have settled down a little bit here. Langara still with that soft man pressure. Dribble handoff to McDougall, to Arneson. Now, a little pull-up jumper. That's going to be a moving screen. That basket will not count. Arneson not happy with the call. He's claiming that the Langara defensive player pushed him in to that screen, but the official saw the moving screen, and that's going to be an offensive foul against the Bearcats. Now, it is bonus, but in FIBA rules, when there's an offensive foul, which a moving screen, of course, is, then you do not shoot the free throws. So the ball will go back to Falcons. Asserit looks for Zongo at the top. Dribble handoff to Asserit. Attempted a screen there, but didn't catch it. Now they caught the screen. Nice screen there. And Langara just showing a steady stream of screen and roll. That time CBC got caught on it, didn't hedge, and Asserit buries a 3 from the top. And there's a turnover, but that's going to go off the foot of the Langara Falcons. Now that shot clock shouldn't be reset. There was no possession there. I think they reset it. Referee's going to come over and take care of that because he just tipped it. He never had possession, so the clock shouldn't have been reset. I'm guessing it's around 19 or 18 maybe. We'll see what they put it to. Oh, man, I'm on top of my game already this year. 19. Buzzer goes. Not sure what's going on here. Let's see. They don't have a number on the score sheet. So they don't have 13 on the score sheet, which I don't have on my roster either. It is, of course, the coach's responsibility to check the score sheet prior to the game to make sure everything's correct. Okay, officials are going to talk about now. If the player in question is on the score sheet, but he has the incorrect number, then there's no penalty for that. If the name is there, then you can change the number, is my understanding of how the rule works. But if he's not on the score sheet, that could be a problem. Athletic Director Sean Shook at the bench there, trying to help out here to get this sorted out. Coach Fields not happy about something, not sure what. He was talking to Coach Kannemeyer a little bit. Okay, so it looks like they've corrected the number. Again, I don't have the correct numbers, so I probably won't. I might get those at the end of the quarter if I get the stats, and I'll try to update them for you. And there goes McDougall, kicks it out to Arneson, front rim, out of bounds, Langara ball. All right, we're under 1 minute to go. Langara with a 9-point lead, trying to get double digits here. Assarit gets it, being guarded by Fields. Just a little light pressure, but again, Langara taking quite a bit of time to get into something here. They're going to go inside to Ongpresert. He goes up, and he's contacted. Count the basket. Nice strong finish there. And that foul is going to be on 13, the player that wasn't on the score sheet, and I don't have up here, so don't know who it is. I don't know. I'm looking at his size, and I'm going to guess that's Dylan Clausen, but we'll find out. 3-point play is finished. Langara with our largest lead of the night, 12 points, 31-19. Falcons couldn't have asked for a better start than this. Adams gives it to Anglin. Anglin goes, passes on, gets to the rim, nice dish. And that layup won't count, but it will be 2 shots in the penalty for number 10, Will Arneson. As Zongo kind of got frozen there, stood up a little bit, which enabled him to get beat on the penetration. Weak side help had to come over, leaving Anglin wide open. Leaving Arneson wide open inside. But the foul was against Anglin, so Anglin will shoot 2. And he makes them both. All right, Langara is going to have to shoot. They won't be able to get a 2-for-1 here, so CBC will likely get the last shot. But Langara, no rush. They're going to work the clock a little bit, get a good shot. That's that high screen and roll. They've been going to that the whole time to get another open look out of it. In and out on the 3, and that's a pushing foul. That's a pushing foul, no question, on Will Arneson, although I got to say, you got to give massive credit to Nixon Owusu. He made it look a lot worse than it was as he flailed into the wall. But there was a push there, so that's going to be 2 shots. And we got some subs coming in the game here. Number 3 for Langara, Keiko Kusaki, bringing Zongo out, making sure he doesn't pick a foul up toward the end of the quarter. And number 4, Matias Rodriguez, also coming into the game. Langara almost coming up with another rebound, but it went out of bounds. And CBC will have 14 seconds to try to cut into this lead as they're down 10. Adams. Any foul, there's 2 shots, so Langara has to be careful not to foul. And they left a wide open McDougall. He misses the 3. Rebound Langara. Shot is up. It'll count if it goes. No good. And there you have it. After 1 quarter of play, Langara Falcons home opener. They are beating the Columbia College Bearcats 31-21. We got a 2-minute break here. I'll take a quick break, and I'll be back with you shortly. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. 31-21 after 1 quarter. It will be Langara basketball. Sorry, CBC basketball. As I mentioned, that game on Thursday, 87-86 for the Bearcats as they outscored the Falcons 18-10 in the 4th quarter after the Falcons put up 30 in the 2nd and 3rd quarters and then only held to 10. For that game, I mentioned Subotic had 8 assists. Leading scorer was Assarit with 24. Aaron Ungprasert had 16. And James Ongo off the bench had 12. For CBC, leading scorer was Dondre Anglin with 26. 17 for Dalen Webb. 16 for Camden McDougall. And 7 for Lakeeb Hughes. Now, looking at this thing here, let's see. Okay, so I know who number 13 is now. That's Josiah Prang. Okay, he's listed as 22 on mine. And let's see if I can figure out if who number 15 is. No, okay, Camden McDougall is actually wearing 22. All right, I'll try to get these corrected, but I'm missing a bunch of the game here as that foul is committed by Anglin. Okay, so Josiah Prang is 13. Okay. Camden McDougall is 22. All right, there's a couple of them anyway. I'll try to get the rest corrected for you. All right, Subotic gives it to the corner to Ungprasert. He drives the hoop, and he's fouled again now. Now, quite a reaction there by Lakeeb Hughes. Quite a reaction. The referees did a good job not to, they just talked to him, told him to don't react like that but I didn't see much contact there. I think that's what Lakeeb is pleading to the referee, and I think he had a pretty good case there. All right. Aaron, the McGee product, the McGee Lions, baby. That's my alma mater. Do I even want to admit when I graduated from there? 1982. Oh my God. 40, what's that, 45, 43 years ago? Woo, baby. Of course, I coached at McGee for a number of years while I was a university student. My brother also has coached at McGee. And of course, brother Doug is now assistant coach on the UBC coaching staff, working with new head coach Phil Jalalapur. And there is a traveling violation by David Magak. Another turnover. Subotic. High screen and roll again. Just a steady diet of that high screen and roll. Robinson actually had Owusu inside, but he's going to try a three inside. Let me check that. He had Obito inside. And there's another sloppy turnover. And that, again, was caused by Subotic just giving a little bit of pressure. And CBC turnovers are going to keep them from staying in this game. According to the stats I'm looking at, they had 6 in the first quarter. Shooting stats for that first quarter, by the way, Langara is shooting a stellar 50%. That's 50% from the field and from the three-point line. CBC is shooting 55% from the field and 44% from the line, so some quality shooting in that half. Unkperset right to the hoop. They went for the steal. He took advantage, and Aaron having a very good first half here. Rebounds, big margin for Langara, as you can imagine. 12-3, they're up on rebounds. 3 ball is up, and Adams, after making his first 2, can't get back on track. There's a nice rebound inside. Corner 3, good. And then there, CBC making Langara pay for the rebounds as Rodriguez knocks down a corner 3. Assarit looking for it. Subotic doesn't give it to him. He's going to take another screen from Obito, and gets to the hoop and almost with a three-point play. CBC is going to have to come up with some answer to deal better with this high pick and roll, because Langara is just doing it over and over again, and CBC can't seem to figure it out. You know, as a coach, if you have something that's working, you just keep doing it. You keep doing it and keep doing it until the other team makes an adjustment. And Subotic will shoot 2 free throws. Leading scorer in the first half for the Bearcats is Dondre Anglin with 10. And for the Falcons, Patrick Robinson 9 and 6 for Edriel Assarit. 37-27, and there's Subotic. There's never a time where he's not up putting some pressure on the ball. Shot fake in the corner, a little pull-up on the baseline, way short, but CBC getting more active on the boards as Anglin comes down with it, little jump hook, no good, and that's going to be a jump ball. Yeah, I like that call. He had the ball tied up. The Langara player went down to the ground, so he was behind him coming over the back a bit, but the tie-up happened before that, and I think that's an excellent call. Zongo, he's explosive and he's athletic. He got to the rim there, and he actually was facing backwards as he got hit, and he finger rolled it back with his right hand. A very, very athletic move, and he's having a heck of a game. Just showing a lot of explosiveness. I believe, if I remember correctly, in the high school all-star game last year, sponsored by the BC High School Boys Basketball Association, Mr. Zongo, I believe, was the player of the game, one of the players of the game in the 3A, 4A game, if I'm not mistaken. All right, Lakeith Hughes takes a screen from Arneson. Arneson reverses it on the wing. Rodriguez drives, baseline pull-up, bottom of the net. Arneson, Zongo's doubled, gives it to Subotic. Subotic goes on the wing. That's a foul. Yeah, that's a good call. That's a good call. There's a mismatch inside as Owusu was posting up. Adams was behind him. He tried to come around over top, which he did, but his left arm was around the waist of Owusu. Good call. And I actually really like to see that call. I find, in my experience over the years, that big guys sometimes get a little bit of the bad end of those types of calls. You know, if you're 6'6", 6'7", and you're posting up someone who's, you know, like 6 feet, you have an advantage. And if the ball goes into you and that guy's holding on, grabbing you and pushing you, you need that call. And a lot of times referees don't make that call. So I think that's important. All right, 42-29. Arneson, jump stop, switches the ball, drives down the middle, little Euro step through. Nice move there from Don Dre Anglin. But Langara still maintaining their double-digit lead. There's a nice high screen, and he loses it, goes to the hoop. Owusu on the floor. We got a bunch of tie-ups, and this jump ball is going to go back to the Bearcats. Subbing in for Langara, Brom Nair, 6'6", first-year player out of Gladstone. Lakeeb Hughes reverses it to Anglin. Anglin's the deep three, back rim. There goes Zongo, skying up for the rebounds, and that's going to be a foul. No foul. I mean, it was good hustle there from Arneson as he dove on the floor, but kind of took out Zongo. But it was a loose ball, so they're letting him get after a bit, and I have no problem with that. And Coach Kannemeyer, he's going to take his first time out of the half with 5:58 to go. Falcons leading 42-31. Home opener. Langara Falcons playing the Columbia College Bible Bearcats. After this game, the women will take the court. The CBC women beat Langara also on Thursday. So both Falcons teams looking to get their record back to 500 by winning today. Of course, in the PACWEST Basketball League, there are 7 schools. They play each other 4 times, which is the most number of league games ever played in the PACWEST, 24. Then they go to a single elimination playoff tournament where the first and second place teams get a bye, and 3, 4, 5, 6 play. So only one team doesn't get a shot at the playoffs. This year's provincial playoffs, I mentioned the national championships will be at Vancouver Island University Mariners, but the provincial championships, I believe, are also over on the island, being hosted by the Camosun Chargers. Of course, the Camosun Chargers with a new head coach. Congratulations to Jeff Pippas, former head coach at Camosun, who has taken over as the new head coach at his alma mater, the Alberta Golden Bears. Of course, BC boy Barnaby Craddock, longtime U Sport coach. I believe was at Alberta for, I think, at least 10 years, if I'm not mistaken. He is the new head coach back here in town for the Simon Fraser University Klansmen. The Red Leafs. The Simon Fraser University Red Leafs, as they changed their name a few years ago. And out of that timeout, you hate to see it as a head coach. Turnover as Mr. Anglin threw it out of bounds. All right, Assery will have the ball now. A little off-ball screen for Zongo, looking to hand it off. Goes to the corner. Corner 3, short. And that's going to be a foul as Owusu knocked the CBC player down to the floor. Lakeeb Hughes. And he's up and he's complaining. I'm not really sure what he's complaining about. It's a foul and the foul got called. I'm not really sure what else the referees can do there except call the foul. It clearly wasn't any kind of an unsporting foul, so. All right, here we go. Hughes, he'll bring it up. No, he'll give it back to Arneson. Arneson to Hughes, wide open 3. And rebounds up and is ripped down by Nair. Given to Assery, we're going to break. Oh, tough catch there for Obito. Obito ran the floor hard, but it's a very tough catch for a big guy in transition like that. Although if you'll notice, he just tried to catch it with one hand. I don't like it when my players do that. Like, put both hands out, even if that slows you down by half a second. It's way better than turning the ball over. All right, Rodriguez looks for Anglin. Anglin's going to use the screen. Langara ices the screen, and they get another turnover. And who's away to the races but Mr. Zongo, and he's fouled. Did a good job of trying to reverse it to get the contact. And once again, turnovers are just killing the Bearcats. I am sure Coach Fields will be having quite the discussion at halftime about his team doing a much better job of taking care of the ball. Oboto wiping up the floor as Zongo gets ready to shoot two. First one's good. All right, 44-31, a 13-point lead. I think this is the largest lead of the game for the Falcons. CBC's got to make sure they keep it to under double digits, like 9 or 8 if they can. That's their goal right now, just to get it to, 9-8-7 before halftime. Ball's reversed to Hughes. 7-6 on the shot clock. Hughes is going to have to take a tough shot, and that is about as tough as it comes. Great defense there. Nice outlet by Nair to Zongo. Zongo's going to go. I mean, everyone knows that. And he gets the high teardrop fall. The ball almost rolled over the back of the backboard and then softly dripped to the hoop. And Zongo is fired up. He is fired up, baby. Well, that was a very good defensive set by the Bearcats. By the Falcons, as they forced a really tough shot, and that tough shot, a fade away from the elbow, big rebound off the rim, and the Falcons get out and run out of it. Zongo does a very good job of releasing, and CBC's got to do a better job not only of the turnovers, we talked about that, but they got to get back in transition, especially off those long rebounds. Of course, I'm presently coaching at the district I work in. I work in the West Vancouver School District as an administrator, and I'm coaching the West Van Highlanders. This will be my 8th year out in West Van. Is it 8th? Man, I think it is. And excited for the high school season. Been working hard with my boys getting ready. And high school season officially begins the week of November the 24th. That's the first day of gameplay. All right. Here we go. Now is Langara showing a bit of a zone here out of that timeout? Yeah, they are. Little 1-2-2 zone just to mix it up. And good drive there by Anglin as he's fouled. Took a bit of a hit to the face. And I think that was on Nair, but I'm not sure. Yeah, it was on Nair. Now that's his third. Nair has not been shy about using up fouls as he's picked up 3. As Anglin gets up and gets ready to deliver his free throws, as Robinson will come back in the game along with Aaron Ungpersert. Back rim on the first one. Half-court trap. Nice job by Asterid as he passes out of it. Little fadeaway baseline. Nice touch there from the former McGee Lion as he hits that baseline jumper, does Aaron. 16-point lead, largest lead of the game for the Falcons. CBC in a bit of trouble right now. They need to get something going here. They're going to try some screen and roll. Nothing there. A very difficult shot. Langara playing very good defense right now, but the offensive rebound is picked up and put back. Much needed there by David Magak. Here comes Ongo. He's going to go to the hoop. He tried to dish it inside to Obito, turns it over, but gets it back. And that is a reset of the clock, although it should have been 14. But there's a travel by Assarit. Once again, we see Sabatic up as usual, getting some ball pressure. Arneson gives it to Magak. Ball reverse all the way to the other side to Prang. Turned over. Uncroset, spin, fake, up, and he gets the roll. Coach Fields wanting a travel, but I think that was a solid spin move. Don't think he traveled there. Robinson guarding the ball. Good job. Here comes Sabatic on the double. And they rotate to get another steal. They do. Assarit. Oh, good hustle back there, and that's going to be a foul on Assarit. Good pickup by the ref. As he lost the ball and tried to win it back, he grabbed number 13, Prang, around the waist, and that'll be a foul on Assarit. I think that's a second, if I remember correctly. We'll see if they put it up on the clock. That's the fourth team foul. Oh, that's only Assarit's first. So, again, last 2:53, both teams will be shooting in the bonus. Hope you're enjoying this game on the Langara Falcons Athletics YouTube website. Oh, nice pass inside. Good find there by number 13, Prang, as the defense lost track. Wide open layup for CBC. Assarit for three. Oh, in and out. Rebound is loose. Sabatic hustles for it. We might have a foul here on CBC on that rebound. I'm thinking on Arneson maybe. Let's see. And that will put Owusu, Nixon Owusu, 6'6" forward. Also local boy right down the street at Sir Winston Churchill Secondary. Owusu for 2 free throws. In and out on the first one. With 2.5 to go here, 14-point lead. Again, CBC is going to, they want to just try to cut into it just a little bit. Try to get it under single digits if they can. Okay, so we had a double lane violation on that. Very rare that you see that, but you had Magak and Ungperset stepping in early. Both that becomes a jump ball if that ball doesn't go in. And Langara gets it on the jump ball. A little double screen on the baseline for Ungperset. Back to Assarit. He fakes. He's stuck in that corner. Gets it out. Reverses it to Sabatic. The shot clock is not moving. The shot clock hasn't even started. Oh, referees missed that. The shot clock was sitting there at nothing. It should have been a violation by now. Three-pointer good from Sabatic. And I looked at the shot clock. It was stuck on 14 for a long time. And that's something that someone on the bench, the coach, assistant coach, someone's got to see that, and they got to make sure the officials know. Because that actually ended up being a three-pointer that I think wouldn't have made it before the shot clock if what I saw was correct. So good break there for the Falcons. Lack of awareness by the Bearcats. Foul on number 7, Sabatic. Free throw is missed by Adams. Second one's good. 53-37. 16-point lead. Robinson drives, steps through, kicks it to Aaron. Aaron drives, and he picked up his back foot. And that's going to be a delay of game warning on the Falcons as Ungpersert shot it well after the whistle. You can see Asserit was a bit frustrated there with Aaron explaining to him that he needed just to reverse it one more time because he was wide open there. Foul on the shot. Going to be on Edriel. It'll be his second. 2 shots for Anglin. Anglin gets the roll. And he finishes both free throws, 53-39. Asserit bringing it up against Adams. Adams doing a good job of guarding the ball here. Asserit hands it off to Robinson, off on the left on that three. Aaron tried to chase it down, couldn't get it, tipped it to CBC. That's a nice bounce pass there. That's a great bounce pass by Magak. But as Adams was going up, he got stripped of the ball. And coming out of the game, Coach Kannemeyer not wanting Edriel to pick up a third foul. So coming in will be Zongo, who's had a very, very positive influence in this first half for the Falcons. And he steals it right away, comes off the inbounds. They just switched, he stole it. And he's going to shoot a three. Instant offense. As he comes in, steals the ball, pushes it, comes to a stop, fake, fake, fake. Oh, I'm open now. I'm going to bang a three. Very impressive half for Mr. Zongo. CBC drives, can't finish. Rebound by Owusu. Zongo tried to bounce pass, but it was deflected out of bounds by Magak. And right now, Langara is sitting with their largest lead. They're up 17. And they're going to probably get the last shot here as they will go for a 2-for-1 opportunity here. And everything going their way. Oh, inside, easy pass, way too easy, but a nice strip there. A nice strip there by, I think that was Adams for three, misses. Can't make it. After hitting his first two, he hasn't made one since. That strip was by Prang. And Prang tries a three, and he can't get it. And Langara could hold for once. There's a 3-second difference, and that's a mistake. Bad mistake there as they turn it over. CBC can score the last hoop now. Wide open three, shot fake, pass fake, shoots it. In and out. 10 seconds, one more chance for the Falcons. Zongo's going to go on his own here. He's going to shoot a step back. Falls down trying to draw the foul, wasn't there. And after one half of play, all Langara Falcons, as they jumped out to the lead after getting down 9-4, they just put serious pressure on the Bearcats, played great defense, forcing a large number of turnovers, which they converted, and they're up 17. All right, we got a 15-minute halftime break. I'm going to go get a snack, and I will be back with the halftime stats. You're watching Langara Falcons basketball on the Langara Falcons YouTube network. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back for second half action here at Langara College. The home Falcons taking on the opposing Columbia Bible College Bearcats. Your first half stats brought to you, as usual, by Popeye's Chicken and Biscuits. No, they don't sponsor us, but I've been trying for over a year now, and I don't want anything just free Popeyes. I don't think that's asking too much. For the Bearcats, 15 points for Dondre Anglin. Next leading scorer with 7 is Clive Adams. Leading rebounder for the Bearcats with 7 rebounds is Dondre Anglin. 13 points for the Falcons, Adam Onperserts. 12 points for James Zongo. 9 points for Patrick Robinson. And 8 for Luka Sabatic. Robinson's 3 is up, and it's long. Nice rebound there. Pulled down by Owusu. Leading rebounder for the Falcons with 6 is Zonko. In the assist department, Clive Adams has 2, and nobody with 2 for the Falcons. 3 ball is up, and it's good. Lakeith Hughes. Columbia Bible cooled down in that second quarter shooting-wise, so they are now shooting 38% for the game, 37% from the three-point line, and only 63% from the line as Robinson goes to the hoop, but he's stripped. Loose ball on the ground, and I think Owusu's out of bounds, so that ball will go back to the Bearcats. Langara shooting 53% and 37% from 3 and 74% from the line. Big rebounding margin for the Falcons. They beat CBC 19-13 on the board. 19-11. And as I talked about turnovers, 12 for the Bearcats, although it might have been a couple more. 11 for the Falcons. But a lot of the Bearcat turnovers came in live ball situations and led to hoops at the other end as Subotic dribbles out of trouble at the half court. Hands it off to Robinson. He's going to try a 3. Back rim, rebounded by Subotic. Gives it to Asarit. Little pull-up jumper floater. No good. Owusu, and domination on the boards once again by the Falcons. And that time Owusu finishes with a power move inside. CBC's going to have to do a better job. That's a travel. And there's another turnover. CBC's going to have to do a better job on their own boards, and they're going to have to take better care of the ball. Those are the 2 things that they need to do if they want to have any chance to get back into this game. And they've already given up multiple offensive rebounds and multiple turnovers to start the half. Subotic gives it to Aaron. Onpercert, he gets around his man, little hand check action there. And they're counting that basket? Oh my, that's generous. They're not counting that basket, are they? Oh, wow. Oh my God. I think the whole gym is shocked. Even the Langara team is just now reacting to the basket counting because everyone just assumed that, the foul took place at the foul line. I think he even took a dribble after he got hit there. Well, very generous basket given and a nice dunk. That's why you always finish as Heron Onpercert gets the and 1 on the generous continuation foul there. Baseline, Hughes. Goes skip pass, Adams. Adams, skip pass again. 3 ball is up by Arneson. It's blocked. To get it back, Adams is going to see if he can get going again, and he can't. Good hustle there by Arneson, but it's going to go out of bounds. Go back to the Falcons. Adams, after knocking down his first 2 threes of the game, has not hit one since. And CBC's woes continue. Subotic, being guarded tightly by Arneson. Gets to the middle, shot fake, kicks it back out. Onpercert off the front rim on that 3. Good rebound there by Anglin, but it's stolen. No, he gets it back. Loose ball everywhere. Langara wins it. And that's a foul as Owusu will get 2 free throws. So even when CBC gets the defensive board, unfortunately, Robinson put his hands in there and got a piece of the ball and forced another turnover by the Bearcats. Owusu. Knocks the first one down. You're just, I think they're resetting the clock as it ran for a little bit there. Back up to 6 minutes and 50 seconds. And another offensive board, this time by Sabotic, the smallest guy on the court. Robinson gets right to the rim. He over-penetrates a bit. Now he's stuck. Kicks it out. Sabotic hands it off. And again, the shot clock. Four seconds on the shot clock. Oh. Okay, they're resetting the shot clock there to 4. I guess they didn't start it again. Ungprosed, he's going to have to let it go. Back rim. Rebound chased down there by Arneson. Hughes. Skips it to Anglin. Anglin with the deep 3. Count it. He stepped nicely into that one, had his feet set. Looked very comfortable with that shot. Sabotic. Goes middle. Tried to go inside, not there. Ungprosed drives baseline. Up and under. Tried to draw the foul, no call. Great rebound by Owusu as Arneson let him get too close to the hoop. And he knocked it down, and then Robinson thought he might have got the steal, but it looks like he hit him on the wrist. So that's going to be a foul on Robinson. First team foul of the half for Langara. Robinson's first foul. Adams to Anglin to Arneson. Reversing it. Adams going to try corner again. Front rim. He is really struggling now. Back comes Sabotic. And that's a foul inside. They're going to call that a double foul, I think. I just saw the end of it. I saw Arneson literally two-hand push Owusu to the ground. But I think Owusu probably initiated the first contact. So that is going to be a double foul. That's 3 on Owusu. Now on the double foul, nothing changes. Still keep the shot clock at 18. And Langara keeps the ball. There's a lob pass. Oh, too bad. That was a nice sideline on a bound play as Obito was wide open on that lob, but he dropped the ball. He tried an inside spin move after, couldn't make it. Another rebound by the Falcons. And Obito goes hard, takes the contact, lands hard on the ground, but he's going to be fine. Players making sure he gets up. And that is a tremendous job of the offensive rebounding by Langara, just dominating this glass. Okay, so what happened there is the foul was picked up by Arneson, and then he picked up another foul, that being a technical foul. So what that means is that he will foul out of the game because that was his 5th foul. Asarich shooting the one shot for the technical. And then everyone will line up and we'll go back to the stoppage and play, which was 2 shots for Obito. So Arneson, a little lack of discipline there. Last thing you want to do is foul out on attack, plus give the other team a free point. Obito misses his first free throw. And Langara now up 22, and they are threatening at this point to absolutely walk away with it. And makes the second one. 68-45. Adams. Anglin for 3. Rebound comes loose. Obito picks it up. Gives it to Batista. Obuto at the top. He's going to go right-handed, and he's going to get right to the rim. Can't finish, but again, offensive rebound from the weak side was Bautista. This is just an offensive rebounding clinic Langara is putting on here. Anglin, that's going to be a blocking foul for sure. Going to give Anglin 2 shots, and that will be Obuto's, I think it's his third. Let's see. Has Zongo coming back into the game, along with Justin Best. Justin Best from Pitt Meadows, British Columbia. Played for the Pitt Meadows Marauders. Of course, Pitt Meadows used to be probably one of the most famous high school programs in BC, coached by Hall of Famer, the legendary Rich Goulet. Had a very long run of success when Rich Goulet was coaching them, of course. 70-46. So again, soft pressure here by CBC. Zongo gives it to Nair. Nair goes baseline. He's blocked. Nice block inside there by Hughes. CBC trying to come back in transition. Shot fake. Anglin might have got away with the travel there. Tries a floater. No good. Rebounded by Bautista. And that's going to be a bad call. Now, with all fairness, it was likely a charge, but it sure seemed to me like after he caught the ball, he traveled. I think he took an extra step there before that contact was made, so thought that should have been a travel call. But it's important when you catch that ball offensively, before you put it on the floor and go, you really got to get your head up, which he did not do, and thus drove into that contact and picked up the offensive foul, did Zongo. Anglin, Adams. Adams tries to skip it, turnover. Nice deep lead pass, but turned it over right back. Whenever you make that long lead pass, if you're going to make a mistake on it, you want to make it by throwing it too far. Offensive rebound there by Anglin. He can't finish. Loose rebound goes out of bounds off of CBC. Falcon ball. CBC just can't get anything going. Coach Cassidy's going to take a timeout here. Up 24, 3 minutes and 56 seconds to go here in the third quarter. See if I give you an update from the VIU Okanagan game. The Mariners are up in Kelowna playing the Coyotes. Let's see what that score is. Okay, and that score is, I think it's at the half. It looks like it's, let me see, 50-42. We just updated for you. It is, it's halfway through the third now, and VIU is up 62-49. They're up 13 points. On pursuit, crosses it over, comes back, crosses it over again, gets to the rim, out of control, count it! My goodness. He was starting to lose his balance and was stumbling a bit, but regained it, took the hit from Adams and finished. Aaron putting on a real excellent display of offensive basketball here today. And he finishes the three-point play. I think that's his third three-point play by my count. Arneson. to Rodriguez. Rodriguez can't get by his man. Reverses it to Webb, to Anglin. Anglin to Adams. No time left to get this shot up. It's going to be a forced, tough shot. And that did hit the rim, but that's a long shot. Lead out. Oh, unfortunately, Ungperset had his head down dribbling there because wide open under the hoop was Batista, but he didn't see him, and he turns it over. All right, CBC desperately trying to get something going here. Adams wide open. Nice ball reversal, though, giving another wide open three. And that was nothing but air from Rodriguez. And here comes Ongo. Nice baseline drift pass there. And that's going to be a foul. As Rodriguez fouls Best. As I mentioned, Langara, very much of a new roster on the squad team this year. Also, a lot of first and second year players. As a matter of fact, the whole roster is first and second year, except for Patrick Robinson, who's fourth, Abotu, who's fourth, and Kusaki, who's fourth. All the rest are first or second year players. Misses a rebound. Loose ball goes to Hughes. And again, just a total unforced error there as both Adams and Anglin were running to the same spot. And the ball went through their hands and out of bounds. CBC just struggling right now. They look very dispirited. Nice screen there by Obito. Pull-up jumper from Zongo, front rim. Tipped, no good. Back comes Bearcats, and they turn it over yet again. You name it, it's gone wrong for the Bearcats in this third quarter. Obito gonna go right, spins back left, lefty jump hook, count it. Nice little move there. 2 dribbles, spin back, use the left hand, and now 30-point lead for the Falcons. Three-pointer up and off the front rim there by Arneson. Batista. Batista goes corner. 3-ball. Count it. And why not? Why not? And Coach Fields taking the timeout as Langara all over the Bearcats, 79-46. And after a tight, hotly contested 87-86 point loss on Thursday, the Falcons ain't losing today. They have shot the ball well, they have played great defense, they've rebounded exceptionally well, and they forced CBC into a ton of turnovers. And CBC just looks tired and defeated at this point. And this game is all over, even though there's almost 12 minutes to go. Of course, next week the Falcons are home again. This time they are playing both games at home, I believe, against Douglas College. 8 o'clock for the men on the Friday, 6 o'clock for the women. And then on the Saturday, I believe it's 5 o'clock for the women and 7 o'clock for the men. That'll be next week. Coming back to you once again here from Langara College. By the way, I've said this many times, but I got to say it again. Like, as you're watching this game, have you ever seen a more impressively, beautifully painted floor? That 3-ball no good by the Bearcats. This floor is phenomenal. Former AD Jake McCallum just knocked it out of the park. You know, the Langara gym isn't exactly the most impressive facility as Ungperset gets blocked. It's old. It's been here since the 70s. Another 3-ball by CBC, no good. Rebound goes back to CBC. Another open three, nope, passes it up, takes a pull-up two instead, gets it, does Adams. But, you know, it's a brick wall, it's 2 feet from the end line, like, but this floor, come on, I mean, look at it, it's spectacular. Zongo shoots out under control, missed shot. Yeah, I've been in almost every gym in BC, all across Canada, the US, and I don't think you're going to see a better looking floor than this one. Tough finish inside by Owusu. That's, I think he got away with one there. Yeah, I think Zongo got away with a foul there. But he made the best of it and he finished. And Langara threatening to get this up to 40. High post, steps out for three from the high post. Back rim, no good. CBC not running much at this point. Just a lot of one-on-one, a lot of tough shots. Zongo tries to get a shot off here. 4 seconds. 3-2, Batista. No good. And there you have it, folks. Just a dominating. Now the referee just issued a flop warning to Langara. That was for Zongo's layup. Again, he fell into the wall. I'm not sure how that's a flop. But the referee thought he exaggerated. No, sorry, let me say. Referee felt he embellished. He embellished the contact. Well, looking at the halftime stats, I can tell you just to do my quick math here. That was a 27-point quarter for the Falcons and only a 9-point quarter for the Bearcats. 83-48. This baby is done. And I'm sure in the fourth quarter, both teams will get some opportunities for their bench guys to get in, see what they can show. As we said, it's a long season. 24 games is a lot of games. And this is only the second one. Of course, as you look throughout this gym, too, is here you see an impressive array of banners on the wall. The Langara program is a storied athletic program with soccer championships and badminton championships, and of course, numerous basketball championships. The men's team have won the national championship on 3 occasions. They won back-to-back, 98 and 99. Coach Kevin Hansen, who just retired after 25 years leading the T-Birds. As a matter of fact, Coach Hansen was here at Langara my very first year coaching in this league at Capilano, and before he moved on to UBC. But Kev won back-to-back national championships here, 98, 99, with the great Randy Knorr. And then when I started coaching in 2013, I was fortunate enough to win the 2014 championship with an amazing squad led by Mr. Brody Gregg. And almost another turnover to start the half, but they chased down the loose ball, does CBC. That's a tough fadeaway floater. Count the basket as Anglin steps through, takes the contact, and hits a tough fadeaway floater. Now here are your stats after 3 quarters. CBC Bearcats shooting woes were really bad in that quarter. They shot 19% in that quarter, so they're down to 32% from the game and only 27% from the 3-point line. Shooting 61.5% from the line. Langara continues to shoot the ball well, 51%. Their 3-point percentage dipped a little bit down to 33, 71% from the line. They're out rebounding the Bearcats 36-17 as a little half-court press there from CBC results in a turnover. Step through, Anglin felt he was fouled, and Langara throws it out of bounds. Game getting a bit sloppy to start this quarter. As I said, 36-17 on the boards. 6 assists for CBC and 6 assists for Langara. I have to say those numbers seem quite low. I would expect that should be somewhere around 10 or 11 assists at least. And turnovers is a bit better for Langara. They only had 4 turnovers that quarter. They had 15 for the game, and CBC kept on pace with another 6 turnovers. They had 18. And really, you look at those two stats, the rebounding and the turnovers as well as the shooting percentage, and it's no surprise that Langara has a 30-point lead. As Vin Nagayan tried to throw the lob pass there and turned it over. And once again, Falcons make him pay. Edrel Asarit for 3. Dalen Webb gives it to Dylan Clausen, to Anglin, to Hughes. They go inside, outside, 3 ball, and CBC just can't hit anything from deep, as that was missed by Clausen. Robinson fakes the 3, passes it to the corner to Nair, back to Robinson, back rim, and rebounded there by number 5, Dalen Webb. Gives it to Hughes. Anglin. Comes this side of the floor to Clausen. Clausen goes high post to Hughes. Nice cut there. Beautiful cut. As the Langara player got caught with his back to his man. Great cut to the basket. 86-53. Robinson's going to go to the hoop. Slips through 2 guys, misses it, but gets right back up again. Tips it and miss in with one hand. Weak side help came there from Owusu, but he got there a little late and committed the foul, which is going to give Dalen Webb 2 shots. Looks like Subotic and Zongo are coming back in the game. For Kusaki, also coming out is Owusu, with Obito coming back in the game. Webb misses the first free throw. Again, a little full court pressure here with the double team. Zongo dribbles away from the double team. Robinson open in the corner. Misses the 3. Rebounded by CBC. And now they come in transition. Nice strip there by Robinson. That's like the 2nd or 3rd strip he's had today. 4-on-3 here for the Falcons. Robinson finds Zongo in transition for the trail 3. No good. But Robinson chases down the board. Back to Zongo. He's going to try again. No, he shot fakes. Gets right to the rim. Goes between 2 guys. Can't finish it. But a nice rebound there by Nair. Nair's going to go back up with it. He can't hit it, and he's fouled. 2 shots for Brom Nair from Gladstone. The Gladiators. First year 6'6" center will get 2 shots at the foul line. Nair misses them both. Loose rebound, going to probably be a jump ball here. No, Subotic gets rid of it. Great job by Subotic not to get tied up there, but Obito dragged his pivot foot on that spin and he traveled, turning the ball over back to the Bearcats. Anglin. Shot fake, drive. Yeah, see, Obito did a good job there originally. He went straight up, but then he brought both of his arms down across the body of Hughes. If he just kept his arms up there, I think he would have been okay. Got to be a bit more disciplined there. You don't want to pick up that foul because he did a good job of challenging initially. But Hughes will get 2 free throws. First one was good. Second one was missed. Rebounded by Nair. Zongo, he's got one speed, baby. He went right to the rim, couldn't finish, but Robinson with another offensive rebound, and he's going to get 2 free throws. Like I said, Zongo, tremendous explosive and speed, and I think as he gets more experienced and learns how to play, at this level, he will learn that change of pace is very important. That yes, you want to attack and be explosive all the time, but sometimes you got to ever so subtly slow it down and change that pace up, and then you become even more dangerous. And I can't believe what I just saw, and I guarantee you Robinson is going to take a lot of abuse for that from his team. They're all laughing as he comes off the floor. He doesn't even want to make eye contact with him. He's kind of smiling too as the dreaded air ball from the foul line. Shot fake in the corner, drive baseline. Out of control, no good was Arneson. Here comes Ongo, and ball's tipped from behind, goes straight out of bounds. It'll be an end line out of bounds for Langara. About 6 minutes to go here. Langara, large and in charge, up 34 points. They get it in just before the 5-second count. Sabotic reverses to Zongo. Zongo's going to try a 3 off the rim, back rim, and I'm not sure what happened there. I didn't see what happened there. And now all these idiots are running on the floor. What are they doing? What are they doing? Why are they doing that? This is just dumb. This is just dumb. So the referees are going to have a lot to sort out here. Officials did a good job of calling the initial contact, and I didn't see the initial one. I think it was Zongo, but I'm not sure if Zongo initiated it or if CBC initiated it, but the CBC player was down hard on the floor. Then Adams came in and gave a 2-hand push, and then a couple other guys came over, and then I saw at least 3 Falcons running onto the court. Now, assistant coach Patrick did a good job of grabbing them and getting them out of the way and back on the floor, but if the referees saw that, those players from Langara that ran onto the floor, they will be ejected. They will be kicked out of the game because you cannot do that. And that might mean they're suspended for the next game. As Coach Kannemeyer's putting some subs in here, I think this will take a bit of a while for the refs to sort it out. Zongo took the 3, and I was watching the flight of the ball in the air, and then when I looked over, the CBC player was lying on the ground. The officials blew it down right away and came running in immediately. Obviously, there was some sort of, unsportsmanlike contact that took place. Again, I don't know who did what because I didn't see it. But it looked to me like Zongo might have thrown the CBC player to the floor because I did see the CBC player down and the ref running in. Then other players got involved, so there's going to be at least a couple of other, at minimal, unsporting fouls. But for the Falcons, what Coach Kannemeyer has to be worried about right now is the fact that it looked to me like at least 3 of his bench players ran on the floor. And there's no gray area there. You run on the floor when you're a bench player during an altercation like that, then you're out. You're thrown out of the game. All right, here what we got. So unsporting foul on Anglin. Sorry, blue 9. That would be on Adams. Unsporting foul on Zongo and an unsporting foul on Sabotic. And looks like that's it. Looks like that's it. But was there 2 unsporting? Yes. I think there was 2 unsporting fouls on each team. But Langara is very lucky because a few of their players were very undisciplined and ran onto the court. And referees did not pick that up because if they did, those players would be ejected. Coach Fields not very accepting of the decision there. He's still talking to the referee. And now you can expect the referees will call it very tight at this point. Anytime, it's a 35-point game. Anytime you have this happen, referees will call it very snug. Coach Kannemeyer subbing out the players involved. Coach Fields leaving them in the game. 3 on the shot clock. They're going to have to get a shot up. Turnover. And nice job. Anglin goes coast to coast, finishing at the rim. Off that turnover. Sabotic. Ball stripped by Adams. Adams going to get a layup. Back-to-back turnovers and scores here for the Bearcats. Arneson guarding Kusaki tight. Kusaki gets to the rim, passes it out. Shot fake, drive baseline. And missed. Great rebound there by Owusu. He can't finish. Another rebound, and that's been the story of the game. As Justin Best finished that second offensive rebound. Oh, in and out for Anglin. Sabotic rebounds. Throws cross court to Kusaki. He's going to try a 3. Off the mark. Out of bounds. Off of Langara. Adams bringing it up against Kusaki. Reverse to Anglin. Keep Hughes drives middle, takes lots of contact, throws up a circus shot, but gets the 2-shot foul. And that is the 4th foul on Sabotic. Hughes makes the first one. Misses the second. Arneson gets the board, however, for the Bearcats. Goes inside to Hughes. Hughes being double teamed, kicks it back out. 3-ball good. Will Arneson out of Seco Secondary in North Vancouver, British Columbia. Nair to Kasuke. Skip pass. 3-ball. It's good. Bottom of the net for Justin Best. Here comes Adams. Arneson gives it in the corner. Shot fake. Hughes back to Anglin. Anglin slices through the defense. Finishes nicely with the left hand. Air ball from Best. Oh, Kasuke with the nice steal. Gets right to the hoop. Gets Hughes up in the air, gets the contact, and he will get 2 free throws. And I believe that is the 5th foul on Lakeeb Hughes. As he will head to the bench, and Matias Rodriguez out of Sands Secondary, 6'3" guard, second year. He will sub into the game. Kusaki, international student from Japan. Gets the roll on the first free throw. and misses the second, but there he is again on the boards, Mr. Owusu. He's going to go inside to him, and he reverses it. Wide open three for Best. He hit his last one. That one's no good. He gets it back. Thought he might take another one. He's going to slice through the defense. Ball goes off his knee, goes out of bounds, off Langara. Don't forget, folks, about 20 minutes after this game is over, it will be our second of our doubleheader, this time with the Bearcat women taking on the Falcon women. 3 o'clock start, right here on the Langara College YouTube network. Adams gets called for the reach in, and you can see Fields, and I don't blame him. I mean, what he's saying is, wait a minute, you counted the end one at the other end when Ungpersert had the dunk, and that one was probably more closely resembling a three-point play, but they waved that off. But he will get 2 shots in the penalty. Kusaki looking inside to Nair. Nair scores up, gives it back out to Best. Best reverses to Sabotic. Sabotic drives right. Shot fake. Nair from the high post. Back rim. Rebound Owusu. Counter. And we have 2 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter. 2 minutes. As Langara up 97-66. Good switch by Sabotic. Such a smart switch by Sabotic on that dribble handoff. Gets the steal, pushes it the other way, picks up a dime, passing it to Kasuki. Adams gets by Sabotic, gets to the rim. Good help defense, gets it back, misses it. Owusu can't get the rebound. Adams, little baseline lefty runner, and he's fouled by Owusu. I think that'll be his 5th foul. As Obito will come back in the game. Solid game from Mr. Owusu today. Rebounded well, finished inside well. Great defense. I think Owusu and Obito complement each other very well. They're very similar players in a lot of ways. They're big bodies. They take up space defensively, clog the key, rebound very well, especially at the offensive end of the floor. Adams, front rim on the first one. Second one's good. Sabotic. 2. Kasuki back to Sabotic. Obito, he's going to knock down a 3. The big man, why not? And he's fired up as that puts the Falcons into triple-digit scoring at 102 points. Kasuki almost gets the turnover. Oh, these Langara guards are pesky. Kasuki and Sabotic get the turnover there. The ball is saved, but turned back over as Arneson hustled back to get that. Adams for 3. And he's had a tough night after a hot start, hitting 2 back-to-back ones. Just hasn't been able to find the rhythm again. Sabotic can't finish, but Obito there to collect the garbage. 104-67. CBC will get off one more shot, and that'll do it for tonight. The Langara College Falcons, after a heartbreaking 1-point loss on Thursday at CBC, come back in a very strong manner to win the second game, 104-67. And they will even their record at 1 win and 1 loss, as will CBC. I will bring you the stats just before the start of the women's game. Congratulations to the Langara men on a 104-67 win. Again, you're watching Langara basketball on the Langara Falcons YouTube network. I'm the coach, Paul Eberhardt. Excited to bring you the first game of the year. And I will have the women's first game of the year in about 20 minutes.